Welcome to Vegas Business Spotlight, the podcast that brings you the brightest minds and success stories from the bustling business scene in and around Las Vegas. Join us as we journey behind the neon lights and uncover the strategies, triumphs, and insights that shape the entrepreneurial landscape of the City of Lights. From visionary startups to industry titans, get ready to be inspired by the stories of those who've turned dreams into reality on this iconic stage. And now, your host, Tim Knifton.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Vegas Business Spotlight, sponsored by RSVP Las Vegas. I'm Tim Knifton, your host, and I'm thrilled to have you here with us today as we continue our journey through the vibrant world of Las Vegas entrepreneurship.
Good morning.
Morning, Mark. Before we dive into today's conversation, I wanted to extend a warm welcome to our featured guests. Joining us today is Mark McGarry, and Mark's with All American Home Mortgage. We're honored to have you here on the show today to share your experiences, insights, and wisdom that you've gained over your remarkable journey to success. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Mark, welcome to the Las Vegas Business Spotlight. We're delighted to have you here today. How are you doing today?
Doing really well, thank you.
Fantastic. Well, let's jump right in and start by hearing a bit about your journey and the incredible work you're doing in Las Vegas. So I always like to start with asking for, what makes you different, kind of what's your elevator pitch, what makes you successful in Las Vegas?
Well, I think what makes me successful and different is I've been doing this for 25 years. So I really understand all the different programs that are out there. And like I said, I really understand them. And that's the difference. A lot of people out there try to put them in their portfolio, but they really don't understand how bank statement programs work, reverse mortgages.
Absolutely.
So that's what makes me different.
I love it. Mark. So can you tell us about your early days starting out in the mortgage industry in Las Vegas and what inspired you to get into the mortgage industry?
Wow, that was 25 years ago. But I had a young family and I was a chef at the time. And, you're limited in your income as a chef,
Absolutely.
especially in Vegas, there's thousands,
Yeah.
So I was looking for an opportunity to make more money for my family and,
Sure.
and give myself a little more freedom too.
Yeah.
And an opportunity came up to get into the mortgage business. And I actually kept my job. And then I slowly worked into the mortgage business, which took a couple of years to get me on my feet.
Yeah.
So,
were there any significant challenges you faced when you were just getting started?
yeah, I mean, it's like any type of self-employed job where you need customers is knowing how to get them, and it's the biggest hurdle for everybody that gets into a business similar to this. Is
Sure.
How do you reach people, and how do you reach them with confidence
Oh,
that
yeah.
you know what you're talking about when you've only been doing it for a month or two,
Yeah, absolutely. How do you make your phone ring when you start a new business? It's one of the biggest challenges,
Yeah.
branding and marketing yourself and your company and setting yourself up as that expert. I'm with you on that. So Las Vegas is known for its vibrant and unique business landscape. How has being based in the city influenced your business strategies and decisions?
Well, I think we've been very lucky being in Las Vegas. I mean, in the whole 25 years, we've done nothing but grow, except for the downturn, which really was an opportunity also because it created, lower priced homes for more people
Yeah.
to get into homes. So we had a massive amount of homes on the market, but we were able to get renters into homes who had never had a problem with a mortgage.
Oh, wow. That's great. Are there any specific situations in the local environment that impacts mortgage in Las Vegas?
Locally, well, it's hard to say because we don't really seem to have slowed down in Las Vegas. We hear about recessions, but you can walk into every restaurant in town and they're busy.
Yeah.
We The average income in Vegas, they say for a family is $60,000,
Wow.
but they don't take into consideration that an $850 an hour worker, a tipped worker, is making another $40,000, $50,000 a year in tips.
Oh, yeah.
So if you've got a bartender and a food server, they could be making $200,000 between them easily.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's great. What advice do you have for those just getting started in their mortgage journey?
I would definitely suggest they get with a mentor,
Yeah.
somebody that can teach them the way. Um, a big hurdle in our business, real estate and mortgages,
Mm-hmm.
is people don't want to pay their dues.
Oh, no.
So they get their license, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden they want to be doing really well, and they think
Yep.
they make the whole pie. So they flounder for years.
Yeah.
And I was lucky. I actually got mentors when I first got in, so it
Yeah.
didn't take me long at all to get rolling. But without serious help, you're going to flounder. You're going to make a lot of mistakes, a lot of costly
Mhm.
mistakes, both for you and your client.
Oh, yeah.
So my advice is to get help.
Yeah. Are there any particular resource or networks in Las Vegas that you'd found invaluable for your personal growth?
I joined a group called the Mortgage Market and Animals, and
Oh, nice.
they're nationwide, and they have a breakfast club at 5:30 in the morning on Facebook.
Nice.
Lasts about 20 minutes, and that's really good.
Oh, wow. That's great. So, I'm sure you've experienced building and sustaining a successful mortgage business requires adaptability. Can you tell me about one time where you had to pivot or a major change in your business model?
Um, we in 25 years we probably pivoted a good 15 to 20 times.
Wow.
Even simply if you just go back over the last 12 months, we were experiencing a massive shortage in housing,
Yeah.
and house prices were jumping up sometimes 2-3% a month.
Wow.
It was crazy. And that's because there was no homes on the market. We had less than a 1 month supply of housing. And now within a short 6 month period, we now have nearly a 3 month supply of housing.
Wow.
So we you got to pivot now. Now we can actually bring in some first time home buyers.
Mhm.
We can get them into a home with money from the seller to buy their rate down to as low as 5.5-6%.
Oh, wow.
On a temporary buy down. But
Yeah.
it gets them into the home before we're going to have to pivot again in the next 12 months when rates do drop, and they drop to the high fives is what they're saying.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have to pivot again because there's going to be another shortage of homes. So
Wow.
people will pay another 5-10% over the value of that home just to get the home.
Wow. Achieving a work life balance can be a challenge for business owners. How do you manage your professional and personal life effectively in a city as dynamic as Las Vegas?
I think in the beginning it was very difficult because you're building a business and you want to be there for everybody. So you end up working a lot of hours. But the more you establish yourself, the more you can take on assistants and actually take more time off
Yeah.
and get that freedom back.
How do you stay motivated and avoid burnout in a demanding environment like now?
Honestly, make money, right? It's when you're not making money that's when you start getting burnt out because you're
Yeah.
putting all the time in, and it's and there's been several points in the last 25 years where you hit that wall, where you do stop making money. When it is very difficult to get deals done, or there are no clients or no homes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Perfect. So, Las Vegas is known for its diverse industries. Can you share any insights into how you tapped into or leveraged this diversity for your business?
Yeah, I've got to be honest with you. I've never really tapped into diverse groups, except for my British group. I do have
Nice.
a British club, and I pick up some business from the British club. But as far as diversity, I just do mortgages for everybody.
Yeah.
So I target first time home buyers, self employed people, seniors with reverse mortgages. So I really don't target a particular diverse group.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about the Bridge Club.
So there's apparently 30,000 British in Las Vegas,
Wow.
but we have about 2,000 of them in a club, and
Wow.
we try and meet at least 4 or 5 times a year
Hmm.
as a larger group, and we become friends with a lot of them. So it's a great community for us.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. Networking's crucial for business growth. Can you share some tips on building meaningful connections within the Las Vegas business community?
Well, for me, I network with realtors because that's where my business comes from. So we do a lot of volunteering with realtors. So there's the Just One project where we feed seniors and food insecure people. I volunteer at the Ronald McDonald House,
Wow, that's great.
and usually 5 or 6 realtors get together and we all chip in and do the meal for the night.
Oh, nice.
So that's how I network.
That's great. That's great. In the world of business, failures and setbacks are part of the journey. Can you share a challenging moment in your career and how you overcame it?
Yeah, back in 2008,
Wow.
you know, I think I was about 2008, about 40. I'd been doing the business for about 9 years at the time, and all I had seen was growth. And we bought homes. We had about 8 homes, and it just went away.
Yeah.
The rug was pulled out. We lost every home.
Wow.
Uh, got to keep our primary, but we everything we had worked for nearly 10 years was gone,
Hmm. Wow.
gone, and our income literally dropped by about 90%.
Wow.
So there was about 2 to 3 years of struggle to get it rolling again, get it back up. But also a lot of lessons learned, a lot of lessons learned. And this is where I talk about mentorship, because we can help people avoid those
Oh, yeah.
experiences, just by following the numbers.
Yeah. What personal qualities or strengths helped you persevere during that difficult time?
Really, just a good work ethic.
Yeah.
You have to be prepared to work hard, longer hours, and not necessarily get paid right away.
Yeah.
You have to set foundations, and I had a great work ethic.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. As a successful business owner, you likely have a vision for the future. What are your goals and aspirations for your business and your role in the Las Vegas community?
Well, I really love volunteering. I really love giving back, and my plan is, in hopefully in the next 5 to 6 years, to retire,
Oh, that's great.
and then stay involved with some of the charities that we've been involved in.
Oh, that's wonderful. Can you share any upcoming projects or initiatives you're excited about?
Ooh, upcoming projects.
Yeah.
Just let's see. I'm busy.
Yeah.
So that my projects are all going.
Yeah.
So yeah, just to stay busy, and especially through this time now, because it's difficult. There's a lot of people getting out of our business. So
Oh,
my
wow.
main goal is to stay strong in this time.
Sure. Sure. So, reflecting on your journey, what's one piece of advice or a mantra that you carry with you in your business endeavors?
Would this be for new people coming in?
Sure.
To be persistent, and team up with people that are successful, that are already doing it successfully, and work hard, and be prepared to go without for a while.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Network up, network
network,
down.
absolutely, and networking, yeah, yeah, and find the right network.
Yes.
You know,
Absolutely. Wonderful. So, this is actually going to conclude our Vegas Business Spotlight. I want to thank Mark again for being on the show, and we'll hear from us again next week. Thanks, Mark. Have a great day.
right? Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Vegas Business Spotlight. For more inspiring stories and insights from the Las Vegas business community, be sure to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite platform. And remember, you can catch new episodes each week at vegasbusinessspotlight.com, where we keep the spotlight shining bright on the entrepreneurs who make Las Vegas thrive. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next week.